far ahead in eco. Put some Vills on the attack dance, and this will be even better. He's not switching. He's on XP. The cab is going down. It's getting melted by the buildings here. The longbows are still standing and doing damage.
Does he have enough steam though?
There's not enough
running out though. Yeah. It's in Bowman. 1.5 fire rate once again. Coming up, Truck being king here. And just, even though
drag boxing the Naginatas forward, the Coyotes are trying to move, and the Atoman, he drag boxed the wrong direction, and now the Atomans are getting snared by the. Oh my
Nagis
goodness!
are shredding this right now, and it doesn't look like he's got his
11s.
I don't see any of the pikes. Where's the pikes on this fight? The Nagis are just cleaning this entire mass up. Coyotes are falling. You've got the Ashes getting buffed by the Dynamo. They've got Ashy attacking. They're absolutely shredding everything here. Yumi don't even need to micro this at this point.
He's going to have to sack off his Ruskets. He has to come in melee here.
Yes.
I don't think he can continue keep microing. Well, he's going to try, wait for reinforcements and try to make it to his blockhouses. The question is, how much damage will he going to be taking? This is nice micro from Ungas, but you know, the Tonsons just have to attack move here. And 1.5 fire rate, they do have staff animation. And the Tonsons are absolutely insane. But he has drawn him into the double blockhouse. Now fighting under the double blockhouse. The question is it going to be
Muskets are a little behind here. The Cossacks are now getting snared by the Pumas and the Coyotes. The Explorer is now in with the triple XP tech. Some Warriors are mixing. The Atotan's doing absolutely insane amount of damage. He's on plus 36%. Look at him on the attack. That's plus 36%. And he's just
Coyotes on the Strelitz.
Blockhouses are actually doing decent damage here. The Coyotes are kind of going down. The Spears are now trying to move in towards the front, and it's actually a decent fight, I think, for Tabin.
Pretty good fight for Tabin, but you know, there's not very many Cossacks. He's letting a lot of these Coyotes and Pumas kind of shred his Strelitz a bit. Finally getting his Cossacks where they want to be on the Slingers, and gonna be cleaning up.
Here, the Assassins are out of position. The Carolians as well, and the Assassins are gonna go up top. Oh, the tree carrying here. The tree is for Sweden, and there you go. We can see some damage here. The Assassins, all the Assassins are dead. That's quite a lot of mass. The Assassins coming back from their raid. Nah, GG. Optimus, his mass is getting completely clean. With the Assassins, that's gonna be a big snare right there, and there is no way those Carolians are gonna come out alive.
Maybe should be able to swing this water fight. Yeah, it's so the micro here is so intense. Get in, get back in. Will the Yumi have a chance to snipe him? Look at the ship is at 62 HP.
Oh! Frontline, what a god.
Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my gosh, Michael, it was insane, and that's GG. Wow, those galleys have such low HP.
All right, what's up, everybody? I am here with Mahampa, the one and only, the Cross Coast NA boys. Baus unfortunately can't join us today, so the two of us will be casting this best playoff 5 between JulianK and Phoenix. JulianK playing for the Hudson Bay Bigs, and Phoenix playing for SKG. How are you doing?
We're doing goated, since we've got some goats here. Both 2,500 elo at one point or another, and I actually have some stats. So, who do you think has the better win percentage between the two of them? They've played 96 games, so nearly 100 games perfectly.
On the ladder?
Yes.
It's probably close, but I don't know. Like, Phoenix only plays Brit for a while, right? And he was probably going absolutely nuts with that. So
I included the Smurfs as well.
Oh. Huh. It's the Smurfs. Then maybe Julian has like a slight edge. It's probably like kind of close though.
Phoenix has a 52% win advantage, actually.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Yeah, very close. Very close.
Yeah. On the other hand,
most of those were Brit. Most of those were Brit. And a lot of those were random Sov as well.
I mean, Phoenix historically has had very good outcomes even in tournaments play against Julian. So if we take a quick look at the EPL website, I think there's a couple stats I kind of want to go through. So first of all, in terms of like very high level things of who is ahead in the season, right now it's a pretty clear number 1 and number 2. So CMC and Hudson Bay Bigs are taking the 2 top spots. Now there is a world where SKG comes back, and that world is if they win the next 10 games in a row. So they win this series 5-0. So Phoenix would have to 5-0 Julian, and Azamk would have to 5-0 Dennis. Now this is the only world where SKG makes it into the finals over HBB. And overall, statistically, I don't think it's looking great. But if we want to look at this specific series, which is still super interesting. So in tournament play, Julian defeated Phoenix 4-1 in the PK tournament finals, and also had a very slight win in a show match 4-3 over Phoenix. But there were some other show matches that weren't included in this that were kind of smaller without a prize pool or whatever. And in these show matches, I think there was one where Phoenix defeated Julian 4-3 as well. So they've had some very, very close series. And I think Phoenix, even if he's not in his peak form and playing a lot, still wants to make a statement with this series. And we might be seeing a pretty close scoreline.
Got the expected result, the XG during the World Cup here. That's pretty insane.
Yes. We're popping off. If you guys want to take a look and play around with the website, for example, you can head over to that pinned URL. There's also some interesting things you can read about in the Week 3 previews. One of these being this playoff scenario matrix. So in order for SKG to make it into the finals, they basically need to take a 16-9 lead over HBB. The other option for them is if MDS absolutely crushes CMC 19-6 or better, but that I think is quite unlikely. So the most likely way for SKG to make it into the finals, which now is still pretty unlikely, is if they beat HBB 16-9, which would require them to win all of the remaining 10 games. Thoughts on the likelihood of that happening?
Yeah, it's not going to happen. That's pretty unlikely.
So, funnily enough, I still don't see the... Oh, apparently Julian's game crashed.
Yeah.
LMAO, easy 1-0, game 2. That's pretty interesting. So they did actually start the game, but it crashed, and Julian's game crashed. So
Correct.
We got to do a poll here. Do we give
Low
give
Bob,
them the
honestly, yeah.
poll? Let's see what the chat says.
I mean, in the past, isn't that how it's been? You kind of go based on the state of the game or whatever.
I think if it's before the 2-minute mark, you're allowed to do it. But in this case, I think it was probably before the 2-minute mark.
Thanks for the raid, Blackburn.
Thank you. Okay, we do have the game now. How about you take us in, Mahompa?
All right, welcome to game number 1 of this ESOC EPL Season 3 Playoff 5. We've got 2 of the biggest players in the game. We've got Phoenix and JulianK in the color teal here on the southeastern side of the map. Phoenix is in navy dark blue, and the top left placing his 2 manners down as the Brits. And yeah, quite an interesting matchup. A good map for France, and he's also gonna... Oh, it looks like Phoenix is gonna find this food treasure here. Julian does manage to snipe a yak. He's going for the bottom TP. The top TP line is where you get first pass, actually. But then again, it doesn't really matter because France builds their TPs faster, so it might not be the case here.
Yeah, I think the CDB trying to get a little snipe there. Unfortunately, not going to be fast enough. But generally,
Wow. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no worries. Generally, the TP line, I think the south side player goes for the south one, and the north side player goes for the north one as well. And you are right, the north side player will get the TP pass slightly faster, about 15 seconds. So in mirrors, for example, like a French mirror, I think it's slightly better to be spawning on the north side of the map. But here, for example, Phoenix is playing Brit, right? So it doesn't end up mattering quite as much.
Let's take a look at each player's deck. Okay. Little industrial. Hopefully Julian knows that the church card is banned. Yeah, that's kind of a wasted slot. I think that might just literally be his 1v1 deck, and he hasn't changed it for this game. Phoenix, big 2 Vil Enjoyer, infinite 2 Vils. Ooh, 700 food as well.
This is a pretty atypical deck for Brit, I'd say. Like, you have refrigeration, no spice trade, 700 food, and 2 Vil. I think Phoenix is a 2 Vil Enjoyer, as you say, but 700 food, I'm pretty sure in most of his decks he has spice trade in H2 instead of 700 food.
Yeah, and with the amount of berries on this map as well, spice trade is a really good card. There's a decent amount of hertz in the middle of the map for, like, manor housing. So quite interesting that he decides to go with that. Alright, so I missed the age up time while we were looking, but I imagine it was pretty quick. It doesn't look that quick, actually. It looks relatively slow. He didn't get many yaks, I guess.
Yeah,
And
I think
missed that food treasure, obviously.
for food treasures, Julian didn't get any. He just got 100 XP and 35 wood. While Phoenix actually has a really nice age up himself, I think. Yeah, look at this. Phoenix is up faster than Julian playing Brit because he was able to go for that 16 with the what do you call it, the 85 food treasure, while Julian going for a 12-10 is aging slower than 16-20 Brit. That is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Brit's always famous for their fast age up, and again, that food treasure really accelerating, and even some livestock likely consumed there, because you do get 2 starting goats.
Yeah, exactly. So not the greatest age up time for Julian here. I hear the chat is asking whether the card is banned or if Grens, just the French Grens, the old guard, are banned. And actually, technically speaking, if you read the rules, it's the card itself that's banned. So you're not allowed to send it. I think it's okay to have it in your deck as long as you don't use it, but it is still a banned card. So let's see what his plan here is. So tower going quite forward for Phoenix. I imagine he'll drop it on the TP, or he's just scouting a little bit. Okay, so gonna just keep it next to the racks. This is safe. Julian in this matchup, I know, likes to go for this 4 CDB, 700 wood, 8 bow timing with 2 Raxes. And the strategy is basically you, if Brit is pushing you, you can kind of hide your units behind your base and all of a sudden show up with like 20 Musk, 13 bow, or 25 Musk and 13 bow, which is a really nice timing with Minutemen with CDB potential. So Brit, if they scout this, can really never push into France's base. On the other hand, if Brit is going a little bit boomier with more manners, like 700 wood, 600 wood, France actually has the tempo to push with these musketeers and even potentially take down the FB. So this is, I think, a quite dynamic and aggressive way for France to play this matchup, is to go for this 4 CDB, 700 wood, 8 bow timing.
Yeah, that seems to be a very popular build these days with France, just given that they get so much tempo. 6 early longbows being shipped here instead of the 600 wood for Phoenix.
Yeah, this is in preparation for that timing, I believe. If you go for 600 wood, it's possible to hold the timing if you like have 2 Raxes and you have your army like in between popping Musk batches, popping a 6 Musk or 6 longbow from the tower and Explorer Snare, whatever. Like, there are ways to play it, but I think here this is almost like an FB war kind of situation for Brit, where they want to hold this French timing. But exactly what we're seeing now, 700 wood getting dropped on France. Sorry, for France. A second Rax. A bow's being queued, and I imagine he'll queue a batch of musk here. And 8 bows coming in. Exactly this scary 7.5 minute timing. Or 7 minute timing, I should say. A couple musketeers raiding, getting some picks from TC Fire.
Just trying to keep him honest, keep him on his toes.
Brit, though, taking down this TP is very good. Eventually, France does want to age up to H3 because their H2 unit composition is just not as good as Brits, where their musketeers are more upgradable. They have those longbow units. So in H3, not having that TP will hurt. Ooh, a couple bows. I don't know who's catching who here. Maybe Julian's getting caught here a little bit. His units are a bit separated. Losing all of his bows, potentially. Ooh, but actually with the reinforcing badge, still taking a decent trade.
Yeah, the musks on the side also getting picked up by the longbows that were raiding earlier. Explorer goes down, unable to get a snare. Longbows positioning nicely behind the trees, just gonna try and kite as best as they can.
I think Phoenix missed a Bachelor, only got like 4 or 5 Muskouts from 2 Raxes, and that might end up hurting him a lot. So he's having to back up all the way into his base. France with the tempo advantage. There is always the threat of a Minuteman call. Is Phoenix shipping anything? He's batching 5 longbows from his racks. Not the best resource stockpile here because he's kind of even been idled a little bit by those 5 musketeers. But look at these longbows, so dominant in these infantry fights where musketeers can't just run in and shoot them down. Just taking great trades against the crossbows.
I feel like if Julian wanted to do the bow timing, he should have made like an extra batch because the longbow potential is just so powerful. And shipping the longbows was a great response or answer from Phoenix to prepare for this timing. And now he's getting pushed back himself. He's going to try and age here. Resources are almost gathered up. He's going to try and potentially gather from Minutemen as well, I imagine.
Yeah, he's a bit short on coin here because he's going to have to gather this coin. The TC Fire will do good work on the musketeers, but these longbow, once again, just getting such nice picks, kind of. Although TC Fire is focusing on longbows. Minuteman comes in. And Phoenix will have to back off here. Yeah, but just look at longbows. Every time when the opponent is retreating, longbows are just getting great value with their lock-ons. Great codes for
this heavy infantry getting dwindled down here by both sides, but the longbows again getting a tremendous amount of value. He's going to try and age during this fight here. "26 CDBs for Julian." He's going to try and batch some musks here. CDBs returning fire against these musks. Let's take a look over at Phoenix's perspective. How many kills is he on? He's on 38, so very nice eco for him there. 1 rack's likely to go down.
Yeah, CDB always very impressive, especially with their great coats on. 40% range assist, just able to pop in and out of that TC, getting some additional snipes. Phoenix there, I saw, was stacking quite a lot of wood, but I believe he's just dropped down a ton of manners on the map to use that wood up. He just gathered his 600 wood, I believe, and that's why he was stacking about 600 while he was trying to micro that fight. But look at this. So many manners.
Let's look at his line of sight there. Oh my goodness.
Map hack!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
I mean, to me, this looks like an ideal situation for Brits, honestly. Like, he's managed to completely kill off Julian's H2 mass, getting CDB picks now as well. And this H2 mass is what Julian needs to be able to ship Falconets, because without Falconets, it's so hard to hold this mass of British units in H2. Longbows even trade efficiently against these skirmishers, even though they're down in age. Split firing
Losing
CDB.
another 2-3 CDB there. So yeah, on 25 CDB compared to 30 or 48. Holy! Yeah, all those houses just got plopped down. We blinked, and now he's at 190 manor pop.
And Brit is aging up behind this, and Julian just resigns. 1-0 for Phoenix.
Wow. Yeah, I think he realized the situation he was in. We take a look at his base. No food really available. Lost so many CDB, and yeah, Julian calls it.
Phoenix the GOAT. You know, we were saying, like, Julian, I think the last time he's lost a series in tournament was almost 2 years ago. It was to Ungers in an age 2 only tournament where he lost. So he has been on an insane streak in tournaments. In show matches, obviously, he's dropped, I think, 2 series. One to Ketterboy and one to Phoenix. But it would be really interesting to see if Phoenix can pull off an upset here and manage to take Julian's first tournament loss in almost 2 years. Pretty wild stat from the GOAT.
Yeah, that's an incredible streak. Now, to be fair, that was Phoenix's main squeeze. So, you know, good for Phoenix to secure that victory for his team, and also, you know, trying to shake off some of the proverbial rust relatively to Julian. So nice to get his feet planted nice and smoothly. And Julian, we'll have to see what happens next. What's the next map here?
The map is Himalayas Upper? Wait, or is it?
Okay.
Hold on. I might be lying. That might be the other map pool. Because this time we're kind of diversifying the map pool a little bit. Each week we have 2 map pools going on. Let me just double check for you guys here. It's actually Pampa Sierras. I'm a big liar. So no TP maps.
I have a feeling that Phoenix might go India here.
He does. The matchup is India from Phoenix and a counter pick of Ethiopia from Julian.
I mean, it's a good map for both civs.
Yeah, and these high APM players, they're already loaded in. We are on Pampa Sierras. On the south side of the map, we have Julian playing his favorite colors and one of his kind of more interesting civs, which is Ethiopia, that he's been kind of actually playing on the ladder quite often. I think maybe a couple months ago, he was going on a streak of playing pure Ethiopia on the ladder and was an absolute menace. And on the north side of the map, we have Phoenix playing as India. Also one of his main civs, I would say, after his Brits. I think his India might be one of his best civilizations, playing the color blue. Now, the important thing to note here is both civilizations really benefits from this livestock on the left side of the map. These llamas. I think with the scouting pattern, both players should get 4 llamas each. And it should be quite even. And there we go. Only 2 right now for Julian, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, there is one on the side that hasn't been picked up yet,
Okay,
and he
3.
just grabs it. So yeah, he's gonna get 3. It looks like Phoenix might have gotten more. Yeah.
Yeah, there's way more on Phoenix's side that weren't picked up yet because Phoenix went immediately for Julian's cows, which is a strategy on this kind of map.
I think he'll be happy to see that there's 5 left on his side, because he did get 1 in the middle. So very nice to steal 1 from your opponent, technically.
Yeah.
But he does have to go get them, and he hasn't picked them up. So we'll see.
I mean, you might as well like just get this treasure and then go back and pick up the cows, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because if the first shipment doesn't really make a huge difference for India coming in, it's only until later that your XP curve is more impacted. But
Right.
anyway, let's take a look at the decks here. So looks like Julian's going to do a 15 villager age up. He's sending Trinity, standard card number 1. Can you pull up his?
Sorry,
yeah.
1 sec. I was reading chat. I was Noobcaster reading chat. I mean, this
Okay,
looks very
interesting
standard.
that he has Jesuit influence on a non-TP map. But that is an interesting card.
Well, I think there is a build where you can go 3 Vil, Trinity, Fort, 700 influence, 700 coin for a semi FF. I think this was the build that was pioneered by Warsword a few tournaments ago, where you just have insane influence income for Ethiopia. You age up to age 2 with the Jesuits as well, which gives you those XP crates. I think it's 300 XP, and that really funds your
the
influence.
church and the conquistador availability as well. Yeah, it's a
Exactly.
solid build.
It is. It is. So one thing that's interesting about this matchup is in the past we've seen that Ethiopia is actually a little bit of a counter, just because you're able to FF with Ethiopia and have such an insane H3 timing while having good eco behind it, of having like 3 or 4 Abens that you train in transition. I think we saw Julian play this against Frontlines India, and it was just not close. Like, he was up in eco, he was up in unit count, he was up in age against Frontlines India. Like, it just seemed like an incredibly hard matchup to play for India.
Yeah, Gaskenya are really just powerful muskets that you can master a ton of them early on. The Sevastopol Mortar getting healed up is also tricky. Shottles, yeah, they're tough to deal with, I feel, because like a lot of your anti-cavs either going to be booty sepoy or Howdas, which will overkill massively. It is an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
First monastery going up in base here.
It's also like how quickly Ethiopia can get a very well-rounded unit composition, because you only need to upgrade your infantry, and you can simultaneously batch Shalto, Gaskenia, and Neftenia. So the way that this normally works is you age to 3 with the wood crates, and if you sell a cow, that basically gets you like 3 or 4 batches of Gaskenia, and then you ship 7 Neftenia, like 9 Shalto, 8 Shalto, 9 Gaskenia, after the mortar, of course, but you just have so many unit shipments. All of them are immediately teched. And this does seem like the build that Julian is going for. He's macroed exactly for that 300 coin. The Aben himself will be able to gather that deficit he had, along with the treasure, the coin treasure he got in H1. Shipping coin first, and he will be up at a very, very nice time. So forward aggro from Phoenix and training Gurkhas, which probably are the unit he wants to be able to poke at Ethiopia as they start training their first batches of Gaskenia. But very nice timing here, right? Like 525, this batch of Gurkha already in their base.
Yeah, it's hard to get out Gurkhas early as India, because their techs are relatively like expensive early on. But going for the 5 fill essentially on wood card first. 2 Sepoys and Explorer are gonna just be there to tank. Just poking at these bills.
These vills getting healed by the Mountain Monastery, pretty funny.
Yeah, that's the thing. They'll be healed continuously.
And all the Gurkha just end up going down to TC fire. Julian did pick up at an amazing time. I think it was around 540, which is great for Ethiopia. And the thing about Sepoy are they're expensive musketeers that still die to 2 hits from a TC. So the TC fire is extremely resource or like cost efficient, I guess, against Sepoys.
Yeah, it feels like those units were kind of a waste. He could have poked, I guess, and like gone in and out, but either way, Julian with a more tight base building going on here. He has some of the best base building because like when he rotates, everything's in a square in a line. I can't do that just visually, but I do think it kind of provides an advantage where you can see things and like make squares and pockets like this.
Yeah, I mean, like this is literally optimized to cause pathing issues for your opponent. Like he has a pocket here where he can pop his units and or his mortar, and there are dead hunts on the ground that are going to cause issues for the opponent's pathing. There are cows here in this choke as well that are also going to cause issues along with his tree line, and he just has like a perfect little pocket here to pop all his units from and make his opponent want to Alta 4. So like this is what Julian is, I think, the best at in the game, is just abusing this kind of base building.
All right, so I'm assuming a consulate is down. He's sending the export. Is he building it near the Agra fort? He did. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for the 300 export to come in, make cheaper relations, and then Just continuing to mass Gurkha here. This is kind of scary though for India because yeah, shuttles like they're so good against light infantry. They absolutely just shred. Their path is good. These guys even getting healed up during the fight because they're near that initial mountain monastery. Nice stomp from the explorers there. So loses a couple of Gurkha, but for the most part keeps everything going with the Ottoman alliance here, going for the 4 villagers.
I would have thought he was gonna go for the Delhi here and go for a timing, but maybe he's just gonna be a little bit passive here. Julian has shipped his own Neftenia, and has some shuttle here. So the one thing I will note is that because Julian was going for was idled a little bit by Phoenix while he was aging up, he only has 2 Abens. Well, I believe normally you can fit in probably 3 or 4 because of his nice coin treasures early on as well. Maybe 3 is the safe way to do it.
And look at the stats of these Neftenia.
Yeah, 30 range
no,
attack.
the Neftenia, they're disgusting.
Yeah.
175 HP for a skirmisher. Their base H2 HP is 140. With 30% range resistance. These guys are so strong.
Yeah. They have a little bit lower damage, right? I think normal skirms get, is it 20 in H3?
No.
Is it also
I think
18?
it's still 18, yeah.
Huh.
Or no, maybe it is 20. I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah, and the 10 are also kind of expensive, but overall, like, I agree, they're extremely tanky.
They're just
skirm.
giga skirm. So I think now he's going to try and time the Cav. Yep, so the Cav's going to come out. He's making Zambaraks. Okay, interesting.
I guess Zambaraks are fine against Shawtel, especially because they're low base damage. They don't overkill Shawtel as much. Like, I feel like some civilizations, like playing Germany, for example, and having war wagons against any sort of this, like, very numerous but weak Cav units is super annoying because you have to try to split, like, 2 war wagon shots on each Shawtel or on each Coyote or whatever, and it just gets super, super annoying.
Decent mass here.
It is a decent mass. The mortar has arrived, so he'll be looking to take down the
big boy. 600 damage per shot here.
Big GK. Yeah, 600 per shot. He's the GOAT.
No, I just did the math on the first Agrifort
Oh,
shot.
I see. I wasn't really looking. Okay. I was like, bro, he's the GOAT.
Avens in here are going to be so annoying. This is the most rage bait unit in the game. Just having the Sebastopol mortar getting healed up. Ooh, Tiger Claw shipment coming in. Sowers and Elephants with the Remeliants moving forward. Dragbox from the shuttles at the Sepoys. Oh, Sepoys flying from the mortar. 4 shuttles coming in. The Sowers Magicians just completely disappear. The Magician's all gone!
To be fair, the mortar has not been in the fight for most of it. Now it's finally getting the infantry. These guys aren't on stagger mode, and they are now, but yeah, they're this. Look at the mass from Ethiopia here. The mortar getting so much value. Going bowling here, Julian, on the infantry units from India, and this is a complete cleanup. The Tiger Claws are in, but they're going to be so late here, and there aren't going to be any units left to kill the infantry, and he ends up just calling it. Actually, the Tiger Claws even popping from home.
Oh, big mental there. Yeah, I mean, the Gaskendia as well, we're just going to delete those. Mortar just not going to die. Abin rage baiting, and Shuttles just right-click the Gurkha.
Yeah.
475 HP at the end of the fight, of course.
Well, I do think when you fight against Ethiopia in H2 against their mortar in H3, it's probably more efficient to just try to get like all your units staggered and just try to kill Ethiopia's infantry and ignore the mortar, because the mortar just ends up never getting damaged significantly enough for it to matter, because right, like if you're trading units against your Sebastopol mortar, it's super risky. You might get it down to even like 50 HP, but then they just back the mortar, heal it up, and like 30 seconds later you're back with a full HP mortar and you've lost all your infantry. So I think Phoenix had the right play here, but unfortunately just a very, very tough matchup in my opinion for India to play.
The ultimate rage bait is the A-bin.
What about the Vuvuzelas from Hausa?
Those are fine because they die easily because they're heavy infantry, so you could just snipe them with skirms. But the A-bin in the back, just untouchable, healing, and yeah, that's just
Wait,
that's
griots are tagged as heavy infantry?
yeah, you can just snipe them.
No, they're
Let me
not tagged as
double
heavy
check.
infantry.
Hold on,
They're
hold
just
on.
regular infantry. I was like, wait, that would be insane if they were tagged as heavy infantry.
I'm on the pedia here. Oh yeah, infantry healing units.
I guess you could put your lancers on them.
But the real rage bait is the stun skirm, the griot skirmisher from Italy. That is some insanity.
The two toots.
No doubt we'll see some India or Italy. India equals Italy though, so fair enough.
Ooh,
All right, so all tied up.
tied up, and let's look at the map first before we try to guess the civ picks. So the map will be New England. What do you think is the play on this map? Phoenix gets the counter pick, so Julian will pick first.
Port, auto, are like the two civs that jump out to me.
Yeah, I
So
think
maybe
we've
like
seen that on this map pretty often.
Yeah. So you wouldn't want to go. I don't know. Phoenix might go like France or something.
You're the GOAT, so it is auto from Julian, and Phoenix is France.
GK Shaman over here.
I mean, he's not just a GK shaman. He's like
GK Wizard.
he's like talking with the players like in his mind or something. He's reading them. He knows.
It's part of the Scam Sock script. I'm just reading it off here.
Yeah, actually, you know, I've had the EPL script on the side for the longest time, and that's how my predictions have been accurate. But today, there's a couple players who decided to go a little bit off script. As an example, Kevin 5-0ing Opti. What a series! that was
insane.
Insane.
That was
Yeah.
insane. Oh, this
Yep.
is my favorite map.
That one really, really turned, I think, the season on its head, because almost everyone was expecting Opti to be kind of favored in that matchup. But a 5-0 from Kevin really shows that like his consistency is just maybe makes it a good matchup for him against Opti. But we are in here, game number 3.
Oui.
All right, this is your favorite map, right? So why don't you bring us in?
All right, yeah, this map, one of the goats, all-time goat for ESOC. Just tournament games.
Right.
Playing on this map, not fun. Playing
Oui.
and watching this map, very fun. Ooh, who's gonna get the TP first? Looks like Julian does. Not that it really matters, but identified there. The left-hand side, of course, has a lot of juicy, bootylicious treasures here. No
80
doubt both players
food.
going to be vying for these.
90
Um,
food here.
Yeah.
Has he scouted this one? Ooh, not quite. That's a big juicy one for France here.
Yeah. And then there's also, don't forget, some sheep that you start out with and are dotted around the back of the base there.
Mhm.
Yeah, 90 food there. That would be really nice.
Votre ordre?
Of course, Phoenix just going for like beelining towards his opponent's explorer and gonna start punching him down instead of going for his own treasures. Very classic Phoenix style of play.
He needs to unqueue. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Julian.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your native scout. Yeah.
Oui.
So 300 HP for the auto explorer. Of course, starting with an extra 20 HP, but yeah, that 73 HP is going to make all the difference. 12 villagers being shipped here. He's going to try and push him back as far to his base as he can, and then maybe go for that 90 food treasure.
Ooh, losing some more HP probably on his scouts here. And the thing about this is, I think for auto, it's less damaging to have a no treasure age 1. While for France, like going naked 12 to 10 without any livestock basically and any treasures is not great. Like he ate 1 sheep. So he's going to be up around, I think, the 222 mark, which is really quite slow for this map. Even slower than 222, like 225.
Yeah, we're entering the territory where shoulda, coulda, woulda 13 CDB, but so 227, and same thing for auto here. So, did he ship capitalism? Yes, he did. So capitalism card number 1. Yeah,
He's just looks like this
subscriber
is just a FF.
Subscriber to the 6 Nizam.
6 Nizam. Gen Falk. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying this for a while because, like, you know, I will say this was before EPL last year. I was having a debate with some of the top players. I was like, 6 Nizam is objectively, in some cases, better than 8 Jans. Because this holds must cuss so much better than 8 Jans. They're auto-vetted. They have insane multipliers in the correct stance. And they're just so good. And then Shake was telling me that's not true. 8 Jans is just better. But Julian was agreeing with me. And I think we've seen that he's decided to put this into some of his decks recently.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a really, really good card in my opinion.
And despite being denied a lot of scouting in age 1, he's picked up a lot of beaver treasures, and he's already on 300 coin. So quite a nice for the FF in that regard there.
Yeah, getting this nice food treasure as well. 700 coin coming in. He will have like an insane idolist age 3. He might not even have to eat these yaks because of how good his age 1 was. Or his...
I think he will. And it doesn't hurt either because then you can just get them in a spa here or whatever.
Yeah, he will. Yeah. I think he would have had enough food anyways. Actually, training him a beer because he has that coin he needs. So even though he's... because of those treasures, right? Even though he's training him a beer, he's not having to put any bills on coin. Usually, I believe if you have a bill... If you train him a beer, you have to gather a tiny bit of coin.
He did decline the 3 vills and went cap first. So
yeah.
Gives him a bit more. Oh, counter sniping the sheep, and he kills it. And he
deletes back and forth. Oh my gosh,
petty,
so
petty, so petty.
Oh, the Mabir might even try to go in and kill the. Okay, no. The CDB actually going to like melee the Mabir. I don't know what that little movement was there. Quite interesting. But I believe Julian will be clicking up any time now as soon as he gathers the coin. But this is the issue, right? Like he's kind of over gathering food because he ate.
I think it's completely fine with auto.
No, but this is a slow age up time now. Like 510. Usually you should be up around 455. Not that I can judge the goats, but like, you know, playing with only bows these days, I know what the timings are for an auto Jan Falk FF.
What's he aging with the scout, I assume?
Yeah.
Yep.
I swear this is like insane value always. Okay, 5 husks now coming out for France. We should probably switch perspectives once in a while and see what France is up to. Really nice 5 husk bash, 530. A little bit delayed, but I don't know if it'll matter too much.
It's going a long way. And 1 husk.
Trying to find him a beer, I think.
Yeah, to protect his explorer. Yeah. I feel like that's a bit odd though. Like,
and the issue is by the time he's in his base, Julian's already like 2/3 of the way aged up with 4 deli, and 4 deli just mog 4 husks. I'm not even joking. Just because they get the faster
like
fire
6
rate.
husks. Yeah. And this is why I was saying like the overgathering on food is completely fine. You just throw it into Jans or just eat an Spahi upon age up and you'll be completely fine. Capitalism, getting some value. Explorer goes down. Jan's gonna pop right on top, losing a husk there. Yeah, he'll be good now from idling.
Yeah, Phoenix gonna follow up with the fast age himself. 700 coin will be in, and I believe by the time he's in, he'll cancel these CDB and be up himself at a good timing. Has a church, has a TP, and this is ending up like a pretty standard France auto game on a map where we oftentimes see like some interesting variations. I don't know if it's good or bad for the viewers, but we'll see a pretty standard. I feel like this is exactly how like the normal France auto matchup would play off on like a map like Great Plains, which is a very standard map.
Always have the potential for the caravels or the frigates.
Yeah. 1K Wood coming in, and this is another classic Julian move, is that he's basically done the build to bait as if he's about to do a Jan Falk FF, but then he kind of just like shows his units a bit, outplays his opponents a little bit, like getting a free Hussar here, things like this, and all of a sudden he just has the time and the tempo to not push and just ship 1K Wood behind this, which allows him to get TCs up, maybe even get Stagecoach later on in the game.
Probably as the first person to age up to 3, you always have the liberty to kind of, once you see there's not much pressure in his face, you can just do that. And yep, TC already going down here.
And good to see 4 Deli killing 2 Huss without losing any HP. OP unit.
The thing that bothers me is their extra speed. Like the fact that you can't disengage.
Yeah. Bro, you just see how hard these guys mog Ulans.
It's crazy, yeah.
Even in the last patch, like it was as bad because Ulans basically so the 315 HP means that Ulans killed him in 1 fewer hit, which is actually kind of nice compared to a Hussar, but their faster fire rate also means that they were always like extremely effective against Ulans. Ooh, kind of a nice pick here. Maybe the Explorer will go. No.
No, he's gonna get it out.
Oh, not quite actually. I don't think this
there
matters
goes 100
too much.
coin to yeah, 100 coin to Phoenix, I suppose. For 2 Huss.
Yeah, and some idle time now.
Even
I
send a
guess.
villager. Yeah, just gonna buy him right back.
Vet Jan.
Vet Jan in now. Yep.
Abyss. So he's gonna
Those
go for that Jan
4
Abyss.
Those 4 delis got so much value. They killed Huss. They're all 5 Huss, and yeah, they're still all alive.
And full HP basically. Like
Yeah,
one
like
guy.
it's so crazy.
And only Baus right now would be clicking this button once and then healing up all his Huss just for the memes. Ooh, big goon raid though. Gonna get 1 Vil. Oh, 2 Vils actually stacked on top of each other. Oh, but nice split fire getting both there. And he might actually also lose maybe 1 Abyss gun before he has to back out. Ooh, yep, there we go. Gonna lose 1 with minimal damage on his goons. Julian smartly running his Valks all the way to the back of the map so that they don't get sniped by the goons, because that is one way France can get back into this game. I believe Phoenix is also shipping 1K Wood. He's positioning his Explorers to drop a TC here as well. So we're seeing kind of a mirror where France has that early game advantage in eco, but Auto took some really great trades with those Deli. And now Auto seems like they have the huge tempo advantage, having that 1K Wood in earlier, having 2 TCs up earlier, and even the infrastructure to be batching Abyss and Janissaries.
Yeah, it feels good if you're Auto and you're a similar score. The second TC gonna be pumping out some free villagers.
Yeah, I think it's what, like 4 or 5 Vils on food, basically 4 Vils on food.
5, yeah. It's a 5. It's basically half a factory, which is crazy.
Go.
Or no, it's basically a factory. Yeah.
Oh, the Deli now are gonna start running in, trying to get a CDB snipe. Goons are gonna disengage, but Deli's smartly seeing that and gonna disengage as well. And even gonna pick up this Auto Explorer here. On the other hand, going pure Goon, I think against a more rounded composition here, will not work out in the long run. For now, he does have his 5 Goons. Shipment in.
Frigate's there.
Ooh, this is really close. Frigate has come in as well. Pawn laming commence.
Counter frigate from Phoenix.
That's good. He's gonna drop it here as well, I assume. But the thing is, there are Falconets on the field for
with
Julian.
and Avis as well.
And Avis guns absolutely okay, he doesn't have enough here, but Avis guns are actually insanely effective against ships.
Yeah, they turn the tide.
Just because of that siege resist that completely bypasses like the 75% range resist that warships have. Ooh, another broadside kind of locking on. Oh, and here comes the frigates, and actually going to pick up both Falconets very, very quickly. However, he did have to use his broadside attack on the Falconet, which means that this frigate will be lower in HP compared to Julian's frigates. Some goons catching the raiding hussars that we missed a little bit earlier. And now I'm not so sure, because on the land, it looks like France is pushing Otto back, but on the water, this frigate is going to clean up.
He does to negate the 2 Falconets, and now he has the artillery advantage if he decides to ship it. Yeah, this frigate is going to be here on the pond when the fight is happening, and he's getting some couple of shots off onto these skirms and dragoons here, getting some decent value.
Really good.
It'll be interesting to see if he decides to build a dock there, maybe heal that up, or if he just leaves it there and lets it do its thing.
Oh, bugging out of it.
Culverin. Okay.
Makes sense, makes sense. 3 goons are going to have to try to run away here and not get sniped. Good disengage here from Phoenix. We're getting frigate raids. It's going to kill a CDB.
Oh.
Bonjour.
2 CDB.
Oh.
3 CDB.
3.
That's
The
insane.
target lock. Wow. That frigate just put in work. Killed 3 CDB, killed some skirms.
Oh, more CDB
more
going
CDBs
down.
going down here to Avis. Yeah. 2 Falconets are popping.
The Cove, I think, is also out. 2 Coves,
Oh,
actually.
2 Culverins. Okay.
Maybe a bit of an overcommit, I want to say. It's
I
going
think
to
he could have just
instantly
made
take.
more Falconets himself, right? And then just right-clicked the frigate either way. But
Could be. But
now
Julian
Julian
immediately
has
making
Colves.
Cove
Yeah.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at this. Avis walking in.
Oh, they're
they're
the
gonna
Falconets
snipe
are in
one
a really
Falc.
bad spot.
Bruh.
He's
They're gonna get
2.
both. Dude, this unit is
my
such
days.
a cheat unit, bro. Ogre. Ogre. It's Ogre.
Oh, Jansen melee on the Dragoons here. The Goons taking on the front line. Yeah, and he just calls
It's
GG.
Ogre. Rip.
Wow. I mean, that was, I think, like, it was one of those things where, as a grouping, you right-click your units to go to the TP line, Falcs get split, and then you're like, oh, well, that's the game.
It was looking fine, I thought, for Phoenix at some point, honestly, for France. Like, being up so much in CDB, like 35 CDB versus 26 Vil, because no 5 Vil from Julian, like just 2 TC. It's actually a very low eco build, but just like taking such bad trades, losing CDB to frigates, very unfortunate, and it just shows like
he lost so much there.
Bro, the Panasonic Falconets.
Imagine if those were, I feel like, yeah, somebody saying in chat if he had 4 Falcs, obviously had the 2 not split, then, you know, different story, but GG's.
GG's. Well, I don't know if I agree with 4 Falc, because that's a pretty hard commitment on artillery as well. And
yeah,
you already know your opponent has a foundry, so
yeah,
that seems difficult to play as well. Like, maybe you can
and
catch
broadside
Julian off
could
guard.
just wreck you, but
That's it.
My keyboard just ran out of battery. OP.
Noobcaster.
Alright, I'm back, but I'm charging my keyboard from an awkward angle now. We have an auto victory once again. Big. 2-1 for Julian.
6 Avis, good shipment.
Six
Frigate on
Avis.
Pond, better shipment.
Six
Frigate on
Avis.
Pond, better shipment. We've got 201 views on Twitch. What is up, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. It's been tight, like our bond, the bond that Baron and I have. You know, that's
Yeah.
it's tight.
You know, Mahompa and I recently have been playing some games together, like once in a while. It's been fun. Getting those 2v2s in.
Oh yes.
Wait, we even did some 1v1s one day, I remember.
Oh yeah, we did do some 1v1s. I got obliterated.
$35 in my room. I enjoy nothing here. Rip.
The European mind could never comprehend air conditioning.
Ports versus Aztec. I believe it's Julian's Ports, I want to say. Not 100% sure.
Port Aztec.
I feel like this is one of those matchups that Ports actually does fine in, right? Could be close.
Depends. I mean, they both can kind of just get up to Fortress and do what they want, right? Noble Hut mid-map could be challenging. Also, the Arrow Knights just counter 3 organs and, like, they can just pressure your TCs. So it kind of depends on the map, I feel.
Yeah, so the map is Dnieper Basin. So that's the one with the 3 TPs on the top side with that, like,
And the cows.
crescent-shaped river going across and some livestock on the north island on the other side of the river.
I've seen Julian, like, Ooga Booga 430 F and then just ship a fort and plop it in the middle with the ports before. It's kind of funny. But I don't know if that works against
Wait,
us.
Ooga Booga with a fort?
Yeah, like you just skip 700 wood, you just fast age, and then you just ship a fort at like 530.
Oh, goated.
And
Yeah,
just plop
we love
it
playing
down
against
in the
ports.
middle and spamming organ guns and walls. It's so
Organ.
toxic.
Wait, is Callan still here? Wait, this is the type of Callan build that we gotta respect. Callan, give us a 31 if you're here for the organ spam. All right, how about you bring us in? Game number 4.
Yeah, so game number 4 in this playoff 5. We've had a great series so far throughout the day. I hope you guys have really all enjoyed it. We've got Julian and Phoenix running it back. And JulianK spawning in as the Portuguese and Phoenix in dark blue as the Aztecs. Rip Rosado, easy for the War Chiefs. And using his Explorer to get a cow, but didn't actually get the cow. Damn. He just took a nice journey through the river there for no reason. I'm here with the Goat Baron, and yeah, let's see what we've got so far. Looks like Phoenix picked up most of the cows. I think Julian gets 1. And yeah, the Warrior Priest going to shake his thing on the Community Plaza.
Yeah, the cow context will be quite interesting to see if either Ports or Aztec can speed up their age ups. Aztec obviously has the advantage with the Eagle Scout, picking up 2 of them. But Julian also picking up
Just 1, yeah.
Wait, there should be 4 cows. Okay, yeah, so it's 4
yeah,
to 1.
He got them all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff for Phoenix early on. Let's take a look at his deck here. Warrior Priest Boom. Interesting. He also has this Ritual Gladiators card in H3, which is quite funny. Like, I swear with this card, it's like Aztec can pop like 5 batches of Warrior Priests from their noble huts. So you can get the big button, you can get another big button, you can get the 9 Jags, you can get the Ritual Gladiators.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
No,
can
that's a
train
12
2
jag
batches.
shipment.
Bro, it's like
Yeah,
infinite.
that's 12 jag
Jaguars.
shipment.
Yes,
It's
yes.
delicious. Another personal favorite is the Infinite 20 Atonten. That is a delicious card.
Yeah, that's a great card as well, honestly. And a taunting slaying combat in H4. Like, bro, Germany has a...
That's necessary.
Skirm, I agree. It's necessary. But Germany has an H4 Skirm combat card that is plus 15% HP. Like, what are we doing here? It's a Royal Guard unit, and they have one upgrade card that gives them 15% HP.
I'm playing on my small violin for you.
Yeah. German card also gives 4 horses. Yeah, 4 magicians. Let's go.
Don't you dare compare them to the Master Race Sower. I will not hear any Ulan
You know, Sowers do
comparisons
more
to
damage
Sowers.
against light infantry than Ulans do.
You know, Sowers do more.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Sowers are booty butt cheeks. Sowers are so poop. Anyways, back to the game. Back to the game.
Sowers
We're
are
getting the
poop,
fast
but
age
Ulans are
here.
pretty poop too.
Yeah, Ulan's kind of doo doo da da. And
Okay.
of course, big button right away.
The Aztec scouting party, but against ports here, I'm actually not too sure what it'll accomplish. There's no TP to siege. There's, I mean, literally nothing to siege, honestly. It would be insane if he gets this in time to body block the TC. That would be a game changer. But I don't
He's
expect
gonna get
Julian.
there, like when Foundation's getting plonked. He's gonna do some damage and get some idle time. But other than that, he's not really gonna accomplish too much.
Well, this timing's scary. It's gonna be, yeah, as you say, it's gonna get here exactly when the TC drops, and there are like some exposed veils, just one here that could get sniped off as well if Julian is sleeping a bit. But I think Julian did manage to see the Aztec units here with his Explorer. Now, ooh, actually getting dodged. Still, I think the he'll be just fine. Bringing that veil in, good stuff, just with great map awareness. And the Jags are going to come in now. He's going to see the TC, but I just don't expect this to be able to do much damage. And really smartly cover moding the correct Jaguar. Even the Explorer coming in to add some siege here. Will this actually take this down? Surely not.
No, it won't.
No, it would have. It would have. So this is still good value. Getting
Yeah.
Miniman call.
Oh, nice body block with the Cossack Daredevil there to stop the units from getting forward.
Yeah, really nice. Actually, just saving all 4 of his Jags and his Explorer in exchange for Minutemen and some solid damage, I'd say, on that TC, right? It's like at 2/3 HP.
absolutely.
And behind this, if we just look at what Phoenix is up to, he is dancing. And he's already up to 8 Warrior Priests. At 5 minutes!
9? Holy. Yeah, so he just threw all of his vills on there and said, "Fuck." Put a house down and said, all right, let's just max.
But that's still insane. I mean, he's going to be able to ship like 5 vills, 600 coin here, and just be up, right?
Yeah. Looks like the Minutemen are catching out the Jags in the middle.
Oh, he got
no, the
sniped by the...
Explorer!
That's huge.
I mean, it'll only take like 10 seconds, though, and it went to Mother Nature instead.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
10 Warrior Priests are out on the field. Actually shipping wood
540,
first.
that's incredible. That's incredible.
Okay, hold on. He did 3 Warrior Priests, 700 wood. I thought the build was... I'm just
this is fine too.
Yeah,
like you can put you can get a market, get a housing. Because if you right now, he's, I guess he is spamming like 12 vills in the TC, but it's not bad. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Get a market, get some tags. All right, let's take a look over back at Oh, okay. So he went to 29 out of 30, and then he sent 5 vil here. So he is sending 5 vil, and plus, like with your shipment curve, it's really.
Yeah, these are going to be back-to-back shipments
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
has 12 TPs, basically.
Is that a war hut or a market? I can't tell.
10 TPs. It's a war hut.
Yeah, war hut.
Yeah, it makes sense. With the 700 wood, market goes up
Yep.
as well. He's going to be gathering for that 1.2k food and 600 coin, I assume, after this. Back-to-back. Because
Let's take a look back over at Julian. So 22 villagers plus 10 warrior priests. One of them is healing the Jags. Fortress Age is coming up. It's building a stable, so probably going to build goons, ship casts, and halb.
he's aging with
Steel traps, placer
casts
mines.
as well.
Yep.
Got
Cazador.
healed up by that warrior priest. Big. Oh, actually queuing Hussars. Maybe just for safety. As he's... No, he is going to finish his batch, actually. So, interesting composition here. He's going to go Cazador Huss. Potentially. That maybe is a better composition to deny the Noble Huts from going forward. Because the Hussars have a little bit more siege. You know, they're a little bit more scary if you smash them in. Even against Jags. The Jags don't have the best multipliers against Hussars. And Fast Age actually coming in now as well. He decided to just gather... Oh, sorry, no. He is gathering the 600 coin. And he will be up very, very quickly. Good stuff.
Making Coyotes himself here.
Seems like a smooth build from Phoenix so far. But Julian does have that advantage of aging up faster to H3 and will have units pressuring the Aztec base already.
Third TC is down in the middle there. A lot of just Pokemon coming in here. Warrior Priests even getting into the mix there.
And Warrior Priests with 15 hand attack are no joke. Ooh, a nice Coyote batch actually will have to force the Huss to disengage. And some Warriors even coming out. And the Hussars are going down. And the Cazador are getting snared by the Coyotes. There's still 3 alive. I think he will give up on the chase. Just take the good trade that he's gotten already and avoid getting caught out by potentially goons or other things. More Cazador being shipped. No goons on the field yet. No, the first batch of 4 now coming in. And Coyotes just doing a decent job. Getting some damage done on the Cazador, but maybe trickling just a few units. But that has bought him time to put these warrior huts or noble huts way forward.
Yeah, and they are covering 2 hunts there, which is quite nice. So they basically do the job of securing some map control for him. That central TC for Portugal actually doesn't have many herds next to it, so food would be exposed. It's literally sitting on a poor mine. That's, I think, a copper mine, which is pretty bad, or like a tin mine. Noble huts do go up. Yeah, so not much coin on those at all.
Yeah. And these noble huts are so oppressive now on the map, right? They're taking control of these hunts, as you said. Even this one can be herded in quite easily if Phoenix decides to send a Vil here and just herd it once. The other interesting aspect of this map is the 2 5k gold mines on the north side, which will also be important in the mid to late game.
Oh, nice. He's going to be taking the windmill next to the Noble's hut, getting an extra food per second. 39 Vils here for Aztec. Did he ship 8 Vil?
Yeah, he did. Really
yeah, he did.
Stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so he is ahead actually on economy right now.
By far. I mean, he has essentially 55 Vils probably. Right? Warrior Priests are like a Vil and a half,
2.
probably. Maybe
They're
even
like 2
2
Vils. Yeah.
I think they kind of are 2, but in the sense that basically 1 Warrior Priest is 1 TP. But on the other hand, it's a little bit the shipments aren't forever, right? While Vils are forever, you know? So
yeah, I mean, they do give you the combat dance.
That's true. That's true.
Heal back instantly. You can produce infinite Minutemen. Something going on the right there is a little raid. Okay, yeah, so some Coyotes trying to run out, but Julian catching it, going for a goon raid himself there.
Gooner raids. Ooh,
Oak.
Big
Oak.
Coyote. Mass
Oak. Does he have Coyote combat in deck? Coyote tactics rather in H2?
Yeah,
he does.
He does.
Okay.
What a nice card as well.
That's a great card.
20%
Yeah, 10% speed.
Alright, getting elite slingers. He has some arrow knights as well. Wait, did you say that? That's insane.
Yeah.
Wait, that was legit. I was like, wait.
Oh, I like the spy there. That's really clever. Honestly, having that to just do damage against the hero is super important.
God.
And here comes the moist Toxico.
The Castello Real. Double batching arrow knights now. Let's go. We're gaming.
That's the thing. The
Does he
fort
see
just
it?
goes in and
No, but he doesn't even see that. Why is he double bashing arrow knights? He's the GOAT.
Honestly, they're just good to have. They can do ranged attack against Castadors. They can just force the fight to the Noble's hut and just poke that TC down and really make it uncomfortable for Port.
Yeah. The fort is in a decent position. Like, it's going to be hard to break this. And behind this, now he's kind of secured. Yeah, I knew it. He's going to start walling.
Yeah,
He's going to
Oregon's coming in
secure
right
these
now.
hunts and these natural resources and basically
Okay.
just try to outscale in the long run. Julian is just, I think, good at playing the game as it's
Yeah,
designed
he's
be
fine to
played.
sit on deck and have 3 TCs just boom away and just outscale.
Yeah, Goon Combat coming in for him. Wood Ceremony coming in, so he's gonna be. I guess if you're batching lots
You
of
do need
automatons
that.
in this, it's gonna
Yeah.
be very good to have.
If you don't send Aztec mining, the second wood chopping upgrade is pretty important.
Yeah, makes sense. 46 Vils for Phoenix, 54 for Julian. Julian kind of starting to outscale now. Although, you know what's really funny? I think if Aztec like went on just the fertility dance. Wait, isn't that one of them?
Yep.
Is it this
Yep,
one?
the first one. Yep.
Yeah, can't you just like pump an insane number of Vils out like super quickly as well?
Yeah, if you put like a few Vils on there, you have 2 TC, you could just be
You're like
spamming.
6 TC, basically.
It's a legitimate, viable strategy, but I think right now he's just massing. So all of these resources going into units. He's got a nice mix of Eagle Runner Knights, Jags, Atontons, Coyotes, and it's going to be. I mean, look at this mass.
It is a good mass, and a lot of the stuff is high siege as well, right? He has, if I remember, he had quite a few.
Ton of Arrow Knights.
But the Castadors will be able to kind of sit behind these walls and do a good job poking, which is super annoying for Phoenix to have to deal with. And the walls have been complete. He's basically secured all of the resource here. Ooh, some Coyotes might be able to get a snare. No, not quite. Good frag box from Julian to get behind these walls and be super annoying here.
Yeah, the walls really negate a lot of the Ooga Booga melee competition from Coyotes and Jags. But then again, Arrow Knights have a 1.25 multi versus, so those are going to go down quite quickly. And when they do, here comes the Coyotes. Oh no, he's just posturing. Still not on attack dance.
He's going in though. And Minutemen call. This looks like a great position for Julian, being under the fort, hiding well with his goons. Goon combated goons, don't forget. Attack dance now coming in, but the Coyote have been melted so far. And the Tauntons are still shooting the Explorer and Minutemen and stuff. So overall, it looks like a great trade for Julian. Fort still doing lots of
Units
damage.
are getting clumped up under the trees, taking huge splash damage from the fort. Yeah, these goons have been just absolutely obliterating this Coyote mass here. Not really losing many units at all. Halb's being shipped onto the Arrow Knights at the top side.
Yeah, look at the score difference now. Yeah, I mean, this kind of
these all
gameplay is just really
GGs.
hard to play against. Like, a civ like Ports, when you play them
Yeah.
well and have, like, good walling, you have natural resources for days.
For
Yeah.
days, yeah. 5k coin mine to the side. Fish available as well. Like 6,000 food in the sea.
Callan said this is karma for Phoenix doing Ports water lane for 500 games on Legacy. Funny guy.
Honestly, I don't know why he didn't just keep poking the fort with his Arrow Knights and just committed so hard there. Take the fort down
Yeah,
at least,
maybe.
and then go in.
I mean, he was kind
But
of getting
then
sniped
again,
by the cast.
it would have taken so much time. Yeah, it would have taken too much time, and he would have just kept booming. But
Well, GG, game number 3. So Phoenix, so Julian has already secured the win for for HBB. So they are in through to the finals. This last game, I forgot to put in the civs, but Julian was Ports against Aztec, and Julian took that W. Okay, last game, we do have another Integrity Civ pick and an Integrity matchup of Auto versus USA.
I fucking knew it. I literally knew that was gonna be the matchup.
Integrity Academy. Scam.
Scam sock.
Integrity, scam sock, yeah. Well, we are on the last game of the series, and this is going to be on Saguenay. The Saguenay is one of my favorite maps to play, honestly, and it's such a cool and dynamic map because of the water, the TP stagecoach, waiting for other players screen, and the natives. The natives are super cool because you get Kree natives on the north here, where you can train Kree CDB and get this insane super cheap tech that gives all your units 5% HP. There's also, for the water enjoyers out here, the Huron, which have probably the most powerful fish tech in the game. For 150 res, you get a 15% bonus on all your fishing, on whales and fish, which is just absolutely insane. But on the east side of the map, we have JulianK, probably reestablishing himself as the GOAT, having secured this series. 3-2 at best, 4-1, sorry, 3-2 at worst, and 4-1 potentially. Playing as red in the... Wait, playing as the USA in the color red. And on the west side, we have Auto, being played by Phoenix in the color blue. There is a cool build with Auto, where you can age up to age 2 with 400 wood. You get the Huron, sorry, you get the Kree, spam out your Kree CDB, and then ship 5 vil 700 coin. And you have like an insane eco as Auto, because you basically have like an extra 5 vil from the shipment and an extra 5 CDB from the Kree. So it's a good auto map for sure.
NA Explorer making his way through NA.
William Sherman. Wait, where is Saguenay, like, geographically?
Canada.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. I'm a bit of a nub.
Yo, not geography shaman over here, my god.
Yeah.
What's Phoenix gonna pick up there? Is that food?
90 food, wow, super nice for Phoenix, actually.
I'm a GK shaman. I looked at that, John, and I was like, that's food, bro.
But this could be coin as well, no? Like 75 coin?
Yeah. Or XP.
Yeah. This one is 3 sheep. Alright, what's this one? Take a guess.
Treasure. It's gonna be 80 XP right there.
80 coin.
Oh!
Close. Alright. Wait. What about this one here?
120 XP or food.
100 wood.
100 wood. Oh,
okay, what about this one? 120 XP.
Yeah, definitely the XP treasure.
130 XP.
130 mogged.
Okay. Okay, last one. 85 food. 85 food.
I'm gonna go 80 food there.
Oh my god, I'm the GOAT.
GK Wizard.
80 coin getting picked up by USA here. Okay, last one. What's this?
Chat, what do we think this is? Get your guesses in. What do we think, chat? Nobody's answering.
70 coin.
Okay.
70 food, no!
Oh!
Close. Alright. Let's actually look at the decks here. We have some USA coming in here. I guess with USA you can mix in Kree trackers and you can mix in mantlets, but I don't know if this is the best, like...
Yo, you know what would be really funny is if he did the Kree Tammany Festival and also got those CDBs and just had like 10 extra CDB for USA.
Oh, this... You mean the one here?
Yeah, when you age up the second Philadelphia convention and then Tammany Festival, you can make 5 CDBs from there.
Wait, is that this? I thought that just allies you with the Kree. Does it actually increase the train limit?
Yeah, you can train from there, I think so.
I know you can train from the embassy, but does it like increase the limit to 10?
That's a good question.
That would be insane if you can. But
that would be so busted.
Yeah, I feel like it probably just allies you with the Kree, so you can't.
I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can.
Huh,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, let's see if he goes for that. I mean, I'm sure he's picked USA on this map for a reason. But what's Auto up to? Let's take a quick look. He is shipping 700 wood. This generally indicates like a Jan Abus TP line play. So when you ship 700 wood first and then 700 coin, because that allows you to build your artillery foundry and get that massive Jans and Abus while also securing your TPs. Actually, this Tomahawk would have almost been a danger to this Vil if the Explorer wasn't there to save the day. Gonna drop the artillery foundry now, though. Might actually get scouted. Oh, not quite scouted. Good stuff.
That was smart. He moved the Vil to the side before he killed it to make sure that he wouldn't see it.
And actually doing a good job denying the TPs. So Julian having to go for both of the Hurons instead of a third TP. And he's still gonna have enough to go for 10 Highlanders, which is an insane timing. And I believe that is what he's going for. But I don't know, against Jan Abus, this is not the scariest, I would say, on this map, because you don't have, like, unlike the other maps where USA has like insane natives, this map doesn't have like an insane cavalry native that will allow you to counter Jan Abus effectively.
Yeah, the second TP for Auto, really nice move there. He's gonna get ship 600 wood, maybe even get the stagecoach line. The good old Jan Abus stagecoach. That's what Auto should be.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
It's gonna also deny a Highlander because I think this TP will go down before the Highlanders come in.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. I think you're right though. It's gonna go down.
Yeah, USA adding Hussars now. And this is just gonna be a micro game, I think, for Phoenix. Can he do those only battle split fires? I don't think 5 Abus are actually one-shotted Highlander, right? It's 36 times 1.75. That is
times 3 divided by 4, right? So
63 times 5. Yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he needs 7 Abus.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's actually so nuts.
It is nuts. Ooh, Huss rating though. I had missed this. One Vil, a little bit exposed. TC fire. Oh, does he sniff this Vil? Dude, Julian is the go.
Yeah, he does. Wow.
Yeah, that Vil's gonna go down, but in exchange, he's gonna be able to save on some idle time there. Gonna be able to take down the second TP, but the Highlanders, they know they can't really commit on this yet. He's gonna wait for another batch of Hussars. And actually, look at this eco difference. He's already up, sorry, score difference. He's already up so much. It's because Highlanders are so broken of a shipment. You're basically getting 2,000 coin worth.
He's got 5 CDBs. He's got 5 Vils from the bank, coin trickle from the church. He's got 3 taverns that are all a villager.
Yeah.
So he's on an insane ego right now. He's probably shipped capitalism too. So he's probably more on like close to 30 villagers. Probably over that.
On the other hand, Phoenix has not shipped 5 Vil yet. He's only on 14 villagers. Wait, what?
Yeah, he lost a couple there.
2 or 3 there, I think.
I think he lost 2 Vils, yeah.
Damn. Wait, so this is just kind of over, no?
I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. He's shipping 5 Jans. He's probably going to try and get Stagecoach. I don't know, actually. He doesn't have the wood for it.
Oh, this is just... Yeah, I don't know. I thought the build was usually 700 wood, 700 coin... Wait. 5 Vil? No, or is it?
I mean, it's for Jan Abus. It really just like he's trying. I feel like he's caught between lines of trying to get Stagecoach, trying to take down the TPs, but also like I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Yeah, 5 Vil's the next card here.
He shipped 600 wood and 600 coin as well already, so he's like going insane on the crate eco. While Julian has like a very, very established real eco at this point, right? Like 16 Vil versus 27 Vil plus CDB plus 2 church plus TP, which has just gone down, but and three of these, and the church trickle. Like there's
That's
so much
a
stuff
lot
going
of
on.
Abus though. That is a lot of Abus.
It is.
And they'll be able to outrange everything. So he's just gonna have to pull trick really hard. Huster trying to poke.
Seminole coming in, more Husk coming in. This is game time. Explorer doing a good job snaring here, actually, and allowing the Abus to get 2 Hussar picks before the fight starts. Potentially a third one here. Jan's getting meleeed onto the Hussars. Really, really tight micro battle. The Abus are trying to focus down the Highlanders, but the Jans are absolutely getting melted by the Seminole and the Highlanders in the back. And I think this will be GG for USA. Really great micro from Julian here, picking off all the Jans. Abus.
Julian just has to attack move and kind of got a drag box, go melee, split fire the Abus.
Okay, maybe I'm calling it too
Nice
early.
Husk micro. He played that well, but then again, 12 Seminoles coming on the way. More Abus reinforcing though, and they will pick up all the Highlanders, and Abus will just kind of clean this here. 29 villagers plus say 5, 6, 6, 7 maybe.
Wait, actually, hold on a second. If Phoenix can get 3 Deli in here, there is a timing where Julian has like 24 Seminole and no anti-cav. With like 3 Husks behind this. There is a world. There is a world.
Yes.
He does still have access to the Skirm tech and the Goon tech at the church, but those are very expensive. So he's gonna, if he needs anti-cav.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seminoles though with TC fire, also CDBs could also maybe tank a bit. But yeah, nice micro there. Gonna pick up some free damage on these Husks.
Good stuff. Although I think there are enough Husks now to be able to shield against the 3 Deli. Unless he bleeds
Really
the Husk
important he
super
killed
early.
that Explorer so that he didn't get the flag down.
Yeah, ooh, getting 2 Husks down. Good snaring, good hiding from Phoenix, dropping 1 or 2 Jans. The Deli, he's on purposely hiding them, trying to bait him out a little bit further before he goes in with the Deli. But again, like Julian, he knows, bro. He knows to back.
Your command. What is your command? Oh, yes.
But not the most cost-efficient trades, I will say, for Julian here. Otto now on 25 Vils, not adding his own Kree, which I think is just a little bit sad in this situation, just because the Kree are so good of an eco boost to a civ like Otto, who generally has a slower eco start. Ooh, this could have been a huge raid, actually, because there are no units up north here.
Taking these saloons down will be nice. Yeah, so he gets the Skirm tech from the church.
Yeah,
Because don't forget, these saloons are 20 pop as well.
they are.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a, yeah, they are.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
that just sounded a little off to me as well.
It sounded like a question.
Okay,
Ooh.
there goes native treaties. Another big timing for USA. We have 48 units here.
Oh, my God.
All out of nowhere. Very nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, USA isn't broken, am I right?
The trees are making it awkward for him to engage, though, because Abus still outrange everything there.
Oh, yes. Tansi.
Except the sharpshooters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there are
I
only a
guess
few.
there's only 4 and they're engaged 2.
Ooh,
Rebellions
Deli
gonna go
getting
forward
committed.
here.
Goons, though, are going to be in a good position. Ooh, a little bit of missed micro there. The Abus are actually kind of going in. Committing the Jans in melee against Seminole, but Seminole have an insane fire rate. Another batch of Hussars coming in. He needs to be careful here not to bleed all of his Jans. Ooh, just enough Jans, I think, are left here to be able to save him. Another reinforcing batch of Jans. Jans going into melee. Abus shooting down the Hussars. Some even Vils getting pulled here, but overall, I think Otto might be able to hold this. Abus just going to be good enough to snipe down the HP on the Hussars. Yeah.
Phoenix is microing this fantastically right now. Managing to keep the Abus alive, just kiting out the wazoo here. Nice formations to abuse some pathing as well. And he's back to his forward base where more reinforcements will be popping soon here. He's shipping AZAPs now. 5 more Abus come in. He needs to get the batch of Jans in right now. Only a couple are going to come out. He did ship 700 food already.
Close one. I mean, it actually does
Very close.
Look like
Four
there's
more Huss.
but looks like there's maybe just enough Jans here, and not enough anti-infantry in the back line here. Ooh, the Jans are in melee against the Hussars, but they're actually not able to take them down super quickly, and they're getting some swings off on the Abyss, but the AZAP reinforcing here actually may be a big play, putting them in melee now and going to be able to clean up the Hussars here. And the scores are equalized, so you know, it's always so hard to call these games when you have two civilizations that just, one has insane units, Abyss guns in H2, good stuff. The other civ like clicks big buttons for a living. You just go boom, 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 boom. Get the church tech as well for the for the bank. What is it called?
That's a lot of Huss, though.
Pennsylvania
The Huss are
pound.
making their way towards the units. Oh, but the villagers are in danger here. Both players contesting that top herd.
I'm ready.
Oh, the AZAPs against the Cowboys will be quite a nice play there. He's going to ship a frigate to try and secure this section of the water, continuing to poke with the Abyss. 4 more Abyss reinforcing here.
Yeah, doing a great job kiting these Alhoots as well. Alhoots really high damage, but somewhat low HP skirms, because they have that 20 attack and like this insane charge attack as well.
More Bills going down here, but he needs to continue hunting.
2 Jans up here still raiding, and they're actually gonna go off for their own raid. But there's some hidden Jans in there.
Oh, and the Caravels have showed up. He's blasting the villagers.
Caravel raid, Jan snare. Oh, but they live. If this Jan could kill 2 vills if he has that APM here to split it off and just target them in melee.
More Huss and Alhoots coming in, though. AZAP's going into melee. Villagers going forward on the Huss. Villagers retreating.
Abyss popping on the Huss.
On top of the Huss.
But still, just enough units all over the place. It seems like Otto is still holding and taking decent trades. Now, the question is, who will outscale? I think, right, if he manages to fit in this Kree settlements and gets this Kree CDBs, he will be in a great spot. Getting 1 Vill there on the south side. He's managed to secure the hunts, and Julian is out of hunt and migrating all of his Vills to the south side of the map here. And right now, I will say, I think Otto's army is looking a little bit scarier. These Abyss will be able to pick off these Alhoots very, very effectively, while the Jans can still zone off the Hussars of his own. And the Explorer even coming in for a snare to get the Alhoots to focus fire the wrong type of unit, while the Jans are going to be able to go into melee against the Hussars. Big raid here, though, potentially, but really smart reaction with the AZAPs in melee to defending that mine. And it looks like Julian once again getting pushed back here. The Hussars having to back up into his base. Bill's getting pulled. Jan's going into melee. Abyss just positioning themselves to be safe from these 2 remaining Hussars, but they are going to get sniped down once again. More Minutemen coming in from USA. More Huss actually getting caught by the Caravels. There's stuff happening all over the map. Vill's getting pulled. Minutemen getting called. Just 2 civs that just don't die.
Phoenix is playing this really well here. And yeah, he just calls GG. What a game. What a fantastic game.
Really well played
Several
by Phoenix.
really intense fights. Excellent micro from both players. 2 solid builds. That was a really fantastic game to watch there.
Botto! Yeah, and that's the end of the series. Now, we can get Julian in here for an interview. Let's see if he's happy to do such a thing.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought Phoenix was going to be cooked there when we saw 50 units just come out of the TC of USA and swarm down, but he kited so nicely into the trees, and the pathing with the control groups, wide hitbox here on Mantlets made it really difficult to get through and push. And, yeah.
Yeah. Super, actually interesting series. There's a couple games there in the middle that were a little bit one-sided, but overall game 1, I think, game 3, 5, all super, super interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just well played by Phoenix. So I'm just updating the website now so we can take a quick look at what the results are looking like. We have one series to go. Sorry, we have 2 series to go this week. One is Soldier versus Lucas. The other is Psionic versus Ketterboy, and I think Dennis versus A's will be played a little bit later next week.
Very nice. You know what else is very nice? Canada
Yeah.
beating South Africa 1-0 today.
Oh, Canada did that.
Yo, at Robrot, I told you, my guy. I told you, 1000%.
Good stuff. Wow, 90 plus 2. Spoiler alert.
Soldier calling you out saying, I think I heard an early GG call there. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, ban this guy, time him out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I did think that was looking quite over. Move me then. Okay, I'm gonna move Julian. All right, we have big boy Julian here. Sorry about that. I was fixing up the scoreboard. Low APM producer and caster and tournament admin here. But congratulations on the win, keeping your tournament streak alive. How did those games feel?
Horrible.
Horrible. No.
It was some of the laggiest games in a long time.
Wait, sorry. Say that one more time. I don't think the chat. I'm just changing our volume a bit.
Those were like just insanely laggy games, all of them. I don't know why. He had the same thing though. So,
Oh.
feeling wise, this was really, really bad. I don't know why. But yeah.
Yeah, that's always unfortunate to have. I guess maybe the servers were just not cooperating today. There were a few moments that maybe looked a bit weird, but overall, I mean, the micro still looked very clean from you guys, top players.
Yeah, we're doing our best, man.
Yeah.
It's just input delay. It's like you click and it takes a second to register. Very awkward. But yeah, that's game things.
Yeah. So maybe we can quickly go through the games. Game 1, France-Brit. To me, this seemed like a very kind of scripted matchup, very scripted game plan from both of you, and it just ended up being like who gets the slightly better timing. And there, I think Phoenix had this insane 85 food, aging up 16 Vil as Brit, and actually before you even clicked up with a 12-10. So just an insane start for Phoenix there.
Yeah, I think I had no treasures. So we started that game once, and I had a great start. Then I crashed. We restarted, and I had nothing. I was a bit sad, but sometimes it goes that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit all the timings. He was up before me, like you said. I knew I was cooked when that happened. Yeah, sucks, but he played well, so can't complain.
That Port Aztec game, you really showcased the base building and just counter play there with the fort, forcing him to take a fight under lots of defenses there and into some nice angles. What was your favorite game that you played, you think? The favorite match?
My favorite match. It's hard to say. I hated all of them. Maybe Ethiopia because it was the quickest. Yeah, and it was just like one big attack. I mean, I knew I had to counter pick. I know that matchup's really one-sided, and I'll continue to demonstrate that every single time someone dares to first pick India.
Yeah, that was a really decisive victory, that game there.
Yeah, I think I've been doing that for like 2 years now with the counter pick, and I'm happy with people continuously picking India for that reason, of course.
Do you think there's any potential for counterplay for India in that matchup, or is there just like nothing that works?
No, nothing.
Rip.
Sad but true, just nothing.
Yeah. Maybe against lower level players, like a Consulate Rush could work against Ethiopia, but like if with proper Explorer Micro, you have like a Rifle Rider sitting in the back just sniping Sneak Boys, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I can heal him with the Aven as well.
Yeah.
I thought he would go more aggressively, but the Gurkhas, I guess, is, well, a bit easier for me to defend even.
All right, well, congratulations. Very entertaining games. I know it sounds like they were not the
You
most
know,
pleasant for
I
you
think
guys to play, but
if they
pleasure
were fun for
watching.
you, that's fine. Yeah, this game feeling is just for us. So I'm sure the service will see better days again.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe the update, the mysterious, the mythical
Yeah,
update.
maybe, bro.
Maybe
We're
the
patchy.
mythical update, the
Wouldn't that
mythical
be
patch
something?
will be
We're
happening
patchy.
at some point. Yeah. You know, like we already have the flags prepared, you know? Like look at this. These are some beautiful flags.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd be very happy to see that.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe the maxi guide will get those 24 civs. Maxi big.
Well, the Maxi guide was going to be a 22 civ guide. If there's a DLC, there's going to be a DLC guide because it's just
Oh, I
that much
see.
more work.
I see. I see. Yeah, Keter
Maxi
boy.
guide's almost ready, so I can't really just add another 2 months just to make the DLC civs work.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say to the chat? I mean, you've guaranteed SKG. I mean, SKG is eliminated now. So I think we will.
Yeah, easy for the bigs, of course. Very easy for the bigs.
Easy for the
Yeah.
bigs. So we will see HBB and CMC, I think, in the finals. I'm pretty sure it's just guaranteed now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So congratulations and good luck next game or next week.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And I believe that is it for us today. Anything you want to add here? Big Mahampa?
Shout out Ming Dynasty. Yeah, that's it. That's pleasure as always, Mr. Big Baron, Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man, yeah. So let's see what's going on in the chat. So I don't think Phoenix wants the interview. He hasn't responded in chats, but if you would like to, we can add him always. Who else is around? Does anyone want to stream? Actually, we can do a nice little 180 viewer raid.
Baron,
wink, wink.
I think
Mahampa,
it's time for
stream.
you to just
Bro, you want me to rip up the
stream.
ladder with my insane bottle?
I was laming the shit out. I got really drunk played some India games and I raged, and then I just went auto and just deleted some people. It was so satisfying. It was really cathartic experience, I'm not gonna lie.
Excellent stuff. Well, I'm gonna be doing some of that maybe tonight, later tonight, but I gotta go and do some work for now. So I think I'll leave it here, guys. If anybody wants to stream in the next 2 minutes, I will do the raid. Otherwise, I'm gonna head off. Wait, hold on, one second. I see Lion versus Osteo on the ladder.
No.
Yo. Are we casting? Am I gonna be casting that? You don't have to stay if you don't want to, but
Yeah, I would love to watch Baron cast that. That would be pretty peak. You should just find random ladder games. Start farming Isak.
Yo, one second. Best of 7 between Lion and
Osteo.
Osteo.
That sounds diabolical.
Osteo. Okay. Dude, you know what the great thing is? Like now I can do these things and nobody can tell me that I'm screwing around with Isak because
Yes, Zaddy. It's all you, Zaddy. Go off, King.
Let's go.
Alrighty. I'm gonna hop off, but GG's all, and yeah, catch you guys later.
GG's. See you. Bye. All right. We do have the Civ picks. We have Lionheart playing as USA and Osteo playing as the Incans. Integrity Civ picks from both. Once again, we are in here on the map Deccan. All right. Deccan, very interesting map. This map will actually be in the finals of EPL. Both the top seed and their other players will be playing on this map, even though they have different map pools. So I believe the top seed of each team will play Deccan on map 1, while the other 4 seeds will be playing Deccan on map 7. So it's a playoff 7 in the finals. So this will be a great little preview. Dekin known for having just absolutely insane resources available everywhere. We have insane starting crates. We have cattle on the map as well. We have 2 TP lines. One is the 3 TP line. One is a 2 TP line. But just overall, just super dynamic games because of how unbalanced the map is on its own. Take a look at the decks. Ooh, Osteo idling his deck a little bit. His deck name is Troll Nat. Almost like a Lionheart-esque build. He even has Aymara support, which buffs his Chaskies a lot, and has that Sapa Inca, which increases his War Chief's hit points or native aura. I think the Inca War Chief already has an aura that boosts native warriors in combat, but this one further boosts it and gives his Explorer 75% extra HP. Chaskies are actually insane. There's this one guy on the ladder called Niku, and he actually like just wrecked me, my auto once or twice, because he popped like 12 Chaskies, and these Chaskies just deleted my Mams, because Mams, you know, have the 40% range resist, and I just did not expect that whatsoever. Let's see about Lion. He is probably already aging up, already almost up actually. Calling his Minutemen super early. Gonna put his military wagon down with a barracks. His deck looking super fast FF style with that 3 CDB card and then 700 coin. Unfortunately, he actually doesn't have a shipment yet because he's aged up so quickly. He does, however, have those XP crates that USA always gets, and he'll be having that 700 coin up pretty quickly. Sadly, though, I actually don't think shipping 700 coin will allow him to gather enough food to age up instantly. So this kind of shows that on this map, some standard build orders don't necessarily work. 1610, like what in the what? Bro, Lion is a crazy man sometimes. But we are seeing the EPL manager for MDS performing himself on the ladder while his top-seeded player was... No, sorry, this is not Ezad, but Ezad did play earlier today against Hazza, and that was also a great series. You guys should go watch that back if you get the chance. Why isn't Lion building a house? Because houses are for noobs. Bro, like, who cares about idle time when you're playing... Oh, goodness. What is... We have 1610 and...
Yes, sir.
No house, even though he has the wood for it. Yeah, this Lion guy's ready to go. Ploof, aging up with the 2 Travois. He's going to build TPs with these Travois. Maybe the second one will actually go for a native. Not sure where he's going with this. Okay, no, so he's going for an additional TP. So he will have 3 TPs and a native post. Very, very strong for his timing here, because all he wants is a lot of shipments and like a good XP curve, right? When he's going for this kind of native build. What do you mean Baron is just trolling? I'm here trying my best to give you guys a good cast, and you're saying I'm trolling? Bruh. So Lion taking some good treasures, but still idling 1610. He's up 513, which is honestly an insane age up time, but everything on Dekin is just like sped up 1.5x. So he'll be going up. Virginia Plan getting sent now to give him 2 extra shipments. Basically a 1 shipment for 2 kind of card. And upon age up, he will also have more XP crates. 50 food. Ploof, Ploof also going up to age 3 with the messenger fast age up, and he has 2 shipments in the bank. I assume he's gonna go for Imperial Unity and then some of these Nats kind of merc cards. And look at Lion, he's immediately going for rolling artillery, which would give him 3 Gatling guns, and he currently has 12 Minutemen. So 2 batches with a third, I believe, almost. Oh, now I guess just getting called. 1K Wood coming behind this. He's still popped to absolute. I don't know what a PC way to say this is. Right.
I'll do it.
PG, sorry, PG way to say this is. But we've been popped for the entirety of H2 and now H3. But thankfully 1K Wood coming in, 2 more shipments left. US Marines coming in, which will boost his Marine or boost his Minutemen and improve their siege as well. Osteel also up to H3, shipping, as I said, Imperial Unity, and 2 more shipments stacked with lots of coin in the bank. So this would have to be an incredible throw for Osteel to lose this game, I think. Like 8 Lancers, 10 Conks, clean all of this easily. Wait, I don't think the Chasky dodged. I think the Chasky just doesn't die to the Gatling guns, because Gatling guns have like a 0.15x multiplier against Cav, and Chasky are tagged as Cav. Or shock infantry, I should say. Dude, Soldier, Marines lose to Lancers. They're tagged as infantry. They do, but it's still Marines. Yeah, let's see what happens here. I'd be kind of surprised if Lion manages to hold this, but you never know. What's Osteo shipping? So Conk's coming in, and I think this is a timing he's going to go for, where he's going to be able to take down this army at least before the 18 Minutemen from Culpeper Minutemen gets popped here. This should be his next card. Although this is like a arriving fast card, actually. So as soon as these TCs goes up, he's going to be able to ship that. And then it can get a little bit dicey for Osteo. So he has to kind of pick his timing kind of precisely here. Ooh, a Minuteman call. Okay, we're actually going to see 24 Minutemen all of a sudden.
Order forward, march. Orders? What are my targets? Orders? Yes. What is your ready? Yes. What is your command?
14 villagers for Lion. 22 for Osteo with 3 TPs behind this. On the other hand, Lion does have 3 TCs. No food right now because he still pops. I think he's spent 85% of this game pops, but, you know, still the GOAT. Osteo doing some run-aroundo right now. Probably going to try to ship Minutemen again, I would guess. Sorry, not Minutemen, Lancers. Okay, you already sent Lancers twice, actually. Never mind. And just right-clicking his TC. Yeah, this combat card is actually insane, though, for USA. Oh, he doesn't have it. The US Army? Because it's 15% for regulars and for Marines. It's actually an insanely good card. All right. One thing that is important to note, though, is like running around Marines is dangerous because Marines have 41 siege attack. Like, if you get clicked by Marines, your TC goes down in like 2 seconds. While none of these units have really high siege. So yeah, he's going to get a few CDBs here and a few Vills, but look at this mass that's going into Ostio's base. And Gatling's getting some raids on Vills, actually, and Vills do not have that resistance against Gatling guns. So 3 Vills going down. This TC will get absolutely melted by Marines, and I do not think Chamber Runners are going to be the greatest unit to use here. I mean, 3TC is pretty good, Harrison, but 3TC not the most useful when you don't have any pop space to make Vills. I feel like Lion should put in his minimum, like the minimum upgrade card for something here, right? Feels like it would make sense, but this fight looks tough. Good drag boxing from him. Lancers, though, not getting focused in melee. Actually, nothing really countering the Lancers, and the Lancers are doing good work against the Minutemen. They do have that bonus against Minutemen, while Minutemen kind of suck against other cavalry. And this is looking like a close fight. A good micro from Osteo as well, but maybe just more reinforcing batches of Minutemen, and I think Lion will still manage to hold this, but overall, a kind of closer fight than I would have expected. P now coming in as well, or sorry, the Blackwoods.
Yes, I'm going now. Yeah, I'm ready.
And behind this, what does Lion have? He has 11 Vills, 2 TCs, finally unpopped, but now he's shipping the French Canadians, which are the 2 Napoleon guns. Very, very good shipment in my opinion. And also the 54th Massachusetts Volunteers, which upgrades his regulars to vet status and gives him 9 units. Unfortunately, we haven't really been seeing state militia in the current meta. They used to be a pretty powerful unit, but nowadays I just don't think we see them as much. Oh, the game's lagging. Okay, we're back. These Napoleon guns will be hard for Osteo to deal with. He's actually shipping a fort. No TC up yet. Maybe it would have been interesting to see this 2 TC card being sent instead of the fort. But possibly he's just feeling not secure enough to do that right now. See how many Vills Lion is up to. Finally queuing Vills, his first batch of Vills since the 3 or 1 minute mark, because he aged up 10-10 basically, right? And he hasn't made Vills since, or at least effectively he hasn't, because he lost 2 or 3 to raids as well. And Osteo, right? He's going run around though, putting his Chimul all over the place. But little does he know there are no Vills to be raided. Scores still super close, although Lion should be outscaling now that he has TCs while Osteo doesn't. More Chimu running around looking for Vills that don't exist. And just the only units Lion is making are these veteran Marines, 200 HP, 26 range attack. They're basically guard musketeers with a little bit lower base damage, I guess. Ooh, these Chimu are gonna get caught though. Potentially. Going into the Inca forts. Shipping more Blackwood archers here. Where's the rest of the army? The rest of the army is not around yet. Explorer doing some decent tanking. The Napoleon gun's very, very effective against the very, very like low HP Blackwoods. And is Lion pulling this one off after one of the most interesting build executions I've ever seen? Chimu, big button going in. He's gonna try to take down these Napoleon guns. They're kind of sneaking through, but still one Napoleon gun alive, and Chimu's not fully getting on that one. Maybe the 4 should be on it. It has a decent range attack, right? 88 ranged attack. I have no idea what's going on here. I feel like this Napoleon gun could go down super easily just from TC fire and fort fire. Finally goes down. The Marines are all low HP, so I do think he's gonna clean up here. The Vils are having a little nice gathering in the middle of the map, having some chit chat. Okay. They noticed me looking, and now they're going to go back to work. Good stuff. More 2P getting called. Score is really, really even. I mean, this is the closest game we've seen today. I'm not going to lie. Finally, 2 TC wagons coming in. And I saw Harrison being cheeky earlier, saying 3 TC bigger than 1 TC. But now, right, we're going to have 3 TC bigger than 2 TC.
Hey.
Lion catching up in eco now, for the maybe just for the next couple minutes before this 3 TC boom from Inca will actually catch up.
Hey.
Yeah, I have no idea how to cast these games, bro. Like, this is like, it feels like I'm casting a different game after the Julian Phoenix series. This is the best game of Age of Empires 3 DE for sure. Harrison. Why Osteo not remaking 4 already? How expensive is that for? His Explorer is still dead. 24 Vils for Inca, 26 Vils for USA. Lion kind of popping off. I wonder if he'll remake Napoleon guns. I think one thing that's nice is when you ship this card, you also enable Napoleon guns from the saloon. So adding a saloon and making Napoleon guns, which I believe are 400 coin, is actually super worth it. Bro is shipping 1 Gatling gun. Like, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Dude, Julian, who needs 20% hunting? Okay, I actually have to go soon, so this is quite interesting. I hope somebody closes this game out in the next 10 minutes. If not, bro, we're cooked.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So how scary is the mass from Inca here? Ploof, ploof. 33 Vils. His Vil eco is definitely popping off. Not much army for him, just the 2P he had left over from the previous fight. Some Chimu running around. And Lion is just sitting in the middle of the map, just not doing anything. And he's one of the best players at doing this, I think. More Minutemen getting trained. Let's go. Regulars getting trained as well. He's popped once again, my goat.
What is your command? I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Ready to fire.
Did Baron stutter? No, I said that I'm...
Ready to fire. Orders?
I mean, I will say Lion is very good at sitting on body part and winning the games.
Ready to fire.
Oh! Chimu, Lion sleeping! The Horaka are going to take down all 3 Gatlings super quickly. And then I think the Blackwoods are going to do fine against the remainder of the units. Even Marines are going to be dying to their extremely high DPS. Like, they have double the DPS of Marines almost. Ooh, and raids going on the side. Lion, although with a decent reaction time, only going to lose like 1 or 2 vills, I think. Maybe more now on the tree line. Not reacting just yet. Maybe even gonna lose a CDB? No, not quite. Okay. 2P though, also a little bit faster. Although they are kind of being slowed down by Horakas in the same control group. Ooh, Ulan's being shipped. This is gonna be a big timing. I don't see a lot of anti-cap here for Osteo. And if Lion manages to bait him in, this is like a GG kind of shipment. Oh, wait, okay. Let me just talk about this shipment 1 second. So you might say, oh yeah, these shipments are, this is a better shipment than 9 Ulans. That is kind of obvious. 12 is a bigger number than 9. Okay, now they're also consulate teched, right? So they have an extra 10% HP and 10% damage. They also shadow tech in H4 and shadow tech in H3. Okay, that's nice and all. But you know what the best thing about these guys is? They are bugged because the last patch, Ulans got nerfed to 35 base damage. But these guys, because they're called guard Ulans for some reason, are a different unit. So they still have 37 base damage. They are better than normal Ulans, even without all the buffs. Of course, Soldier, you're a noob. Yes, it's normal, 30%. This guy's been playing Germany for like longer than I've been alive.
What is your command?
No one plays Ger anymore. No, that is true. Germany is pretty bad. But these guys are pretty good. More raids here from Osteo. And interestingly enough, while I was talking about that, Lion's kind of been just sieging stuff with his Ulans instead of fighting, which might not be what he wants to do with this kind of a timing. Because Osteo now is on 46 villagers compared to 29, so Lion's been getting raided. He still has 2 TCs on the top side of the map and a decent amount of resources left. He has a mine here, he has hunts for days, even putting up some walls to be annoying. Some jungle bows being added in now. A few Chimus still like hidden randomly on the map, and they can't be snared while they're in this mode, so they're gonna be able to even get away from the Ulans with their faster speed. I am indeed around 23. Somebody banned this guy Antinomy. Does that look like it's spelled Pavaski? I'm just kidding. Osteo is on 50 vils. More raids. I think Lion is going to get out APM here a little bit, probably, the longer this game goes. Although Ulan's here actually doing a good job covering the raid. They can come back quite quickly if he notices. And right now, the anti-cav is being added by Osteo. The raids are going in, but Osteo doing a good job just going in and out. Even getting a Chimu snare and getting a lot of DPS here behind this. Bolus Warriors getting added, which will do great against the Magicians. And all the Magicians are running down 3 Chuma right now. They're in a straight line. 0 micro. Okay, I should stop roasting Lion. I love you, Lion. Alright, he's going to turn around and try to fight this. Bolus Warriors, big ball of just infantry here. And even a Cliff, although he will be able to maybe get a good flank here from this side. Bolus Warriors getting split off to target the Ulans. They do have that snare ability, I believe. And all of the Magicians going down, doing no damage, can't even take down the opponent's hero. And these are buffed Magicians, you know, they're not as good as disappearing as the normal German ones, and still, they're just, I don't know, they're gone. Wen's Patch getting raided again in the middle by Pikes now. And the last 2 remaining Magicians are probably in some trouble here. And Wen's Patch, aka Lionheart, is going to call it there. That is enough for him. And that is enough Age of Empires 3 for me today as well. Alright, who's streaming? Somebody save me, please. Osteo takes the dub. Please, someone stream. Content? Where's the content train? Michael? You're being nominated here. Alright. Good luck, everybody. I'm sending you over to Michael.